You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans. So right now, everybody in LA is so thankful that Lunatic Luna is dead, but there are some red flags that she might not be as dead as we've been led to believe. This could be a big twist on the CBS soap, and it follows a pattern we've seen on there before. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about the warning signs that suggest Luna is alive out there and is lurking and waiting. She might be taking advantage of a big misunderstanding, but first, please hit subscribe if you're not following us. Let's talk about this twist. All right, so I said it here when it first happened, and I still believe it, that there is no reason to think that Luna's actually dead. We didn't see Miss Dillon's car hit her. We never saw Sheila, Lee, or Finn being called to identify the body, collect her remains, or arrange a funeral or cremation. And then we still have the Miss Dillon stuff going on this week, which seems like a red flag in itself of why are we still even having this conversation when everybody just wants to dance on her grave. So it was all really weird that we didn't see the impact. Now, I know with soap opera budgets, they can't afford to do a big special effect thing, but breaks, a thump, and then a body on the road, that's cheap enough to do. So that's a big red flag right there that we didn't see it. We saw headlights. We saw a look of panic on Luna's face, but we didn't see pain. We didn't see blood. And then it just skipped to the next day and them talking about, oh, well, she's dead. But I don't think we've seen the last of Lisa Yamada on Bold. So another red flag is we never saw a body. No zipping Luna into a body bag, no EMTs wheeling her away, no scene in a morgue or a crematorium, We got all of that when Sheila was supposedly dead, but it was really Sugar that Steffi had stabbed to death, if you remember. So the very fact we were just told that Luna's dead after the fact with no proof means it's too good to be true. Another red flag is that Sheila hasn't brought up funeral arrangements or wanting to pay her respects to the granddaughter that she lost. If you remember the last time that Luna supposedly died after surgery for the gunshot wound, Sheila was adamant. She was demanding that Lee tell her where was Luna's final resting place. Where did she bury her? Where did she spread her ashes? Where did she inter her body? Sheila wanted to know what Lee did with her because Sheila wanted somewhere to go and visit and pay her respects to Luna. So we saw Sheila hounding Lee, following her around, and that's how Sheila discovered that Luna wasn't really dead and Lee was hiding her and taking care of her. So also, Sheila's marriage to Deacon is hanging by a thread. So, I don't think she'd be discussing funeral arrangements or missing Luna, when talking to Deacon. That's understandable. But Sheila and Lee are sort of friends now, so you'd think they would be talking about it. So that's a red flag. But let's say that there is a Bold and the Beautiful twist and Luna is alive. So how would that happen? How could she survive being run over by Miss Dillon's car? Well, maybe Luna wasn't the one who was run over at all. If you remember, for no reason, they kept having random beachgoers showing up and using the outdoor shower at Will's beach house. When there are things that show up repeatedly in a story on Bold, there's a reason. It serves a purpose. But Electra and Will dealing with constant strangers showering outside the house, seemed random, but it's for a purpose. So I do suspect those shower scenes may be tied to a Luna plot twist that we could see. So at first it was just guys out there stealing showers, getting indignant when Will kept running them off. But then out of nowhere, there was a girl. She used the shower when Luna was hiding nearby, and Luna stole her clothes and left the prison outfit behind in the brush. So if Rando's shower girl saw that her clothes were gone, she might have poked around, found Luna's clothes, and put them on because her clothes were gone and she was only in a wet bikini. And that chick might have been the one who was hit by Miss Dillon's car, not Luna. So here's a quick screenshot of the chick whose clothing that Luna stole. She's under the shower there. If you notice, the surfer chick was a petite brunette with long hair about the same length as Luna. She is about the same size as Luna. And if this girl picked up the prison pants and shirt that Luna left because her clothes were gone, that would explain a lot. So it could be that surfer girl was on one side of the road and Luna was on the other. And what we saw was Luna's shock with the headlights and the squealing towers, and that the other girl who was in her clothes got run over. And then Luna might have taken advantage of the distraction and slinked away. And once the cops came to the scene of the accident, they would have seen brunette hair, a whole lot of blood and gore, and a prison outfit, and then went, oh, okay, that's Luna. I mean, who else would be in prison clothes running across the road in Malibu? So from there, Luna could have called Remy or run into him if Remy was in Malibu planning to help look for her and saw the accident. He stopped, Luna hopped in his car. I don't think Remy would rat her out, and he might give her a ride somewhere, or Luna could have hitched a ride, or walked, because apparently she instantly portaled from the prison over to Malibu, and we still don't know how she got there to start with. So I don't think if Luna hopped in Remy's car that he would have taken her home with him because of Deke, but he might drop her off somewhere, give her some cash for a bus ticket or something so Luna could disappear. Now that she supposedly miscarried the baby and Will completely and totally and finally rejected her, I mean, Luna's got no reason to stay in Los Angeles. It could also be that Remy dropped her off somewhere until the manhunt was over and contacted Sheila and told her where to find Luna so she could get her some money, get her out of town, help her get a fresh start. That could also be why Sheila is not asking Lee or anybody else about a funeral or anything. And let's be real, it would not be surprising at all if Luna was presumed dead for a second time, because her grandma Sheila had 2 alleged deaths within the last couple of years. First with the bear attack she staged, and then again when Steffi stabbed Sugar. And all the fans knew that Sheila wasn't really dead. We've also had Liam having 2 death scares, the fake cancer, and then with his shooting. Then back in Christmas 2023, we had Eric fake dying. And now he's about to be sick again. We had Taylor fake dying with that broken heart stuff. So Luna fake dying totally fits in with all of this. Brad Bell is all about doing repeat plots. So that's another reason I don't think Luna's dead. Plus, Lisa Yamada just won the Emmy for, I can't remember, they're calling it like emerging talent instead of younger actor, but she is a great little actor. So at the same time, all this being said, while I do doubt that Luna is dead, I don't think she's going to be back on the scene next week, maybe not even next month, maybe like for February sweeps or even May sweeps, but Bold and the Beautiful may hold off a while, let everybody keep thinking Luna's dead. Long run, though, I think they had a lookalike girl and Luna swap clothes for a reason. And then, of course, there's the red flags about Bold telling us off screen she was dead instead of showing Luna dead on screen. It's all very suspicious.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.